Bruce Lee, the Dragon,
The legend who revolutionized martial arts forever. Decades after his passing, his philosophy Jeet Kune Do continues to inspire fighters across the world.
But in today's era of MMA evolving combat techniques and scientific training methods, one question lingers: is Jeet Kune Do still the best?
The philosophy of Jeet Kune Do. To answer this, we need to dive deep into Bruce Lee philosophy, its application in modern martial arts, and whether JKD can still dominate the fight scene today. Bruce Lee never intended Jeet Kune Do to be a fixed system. He called it a style with no style, a dynamic, ever-evolving approach to combat that emphasized efficiency, directness, and simplicity.
Unlike traditional martial arts, which often relied on rigid forms and fixed techniques, JKD was all about adaptability.
Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, he famously said. But let's take a step back.
What made JKD so revolutionary in the first place?
Breaking barriers, the evolution of martial arts. Before Bruce Lee, martial arts were often divided by strict rules. Karate, Kung Fu, Taekwondo each had its own set forms, philosophies, and limitations. Bruce Lee shattered these barriers, blending Western boxing, fencing, footwork, and Wing Chun principles into a seamless combat system. His concept of intercepting an opponent movement was groundbreaking. Instead of waiting to react, JKD teaches fighters to cut off an attack before it even fully develops. This principle of interception, Jeet in Cantonese, is what makes JKD so deadly. But does it still hold up in today's world of elite-level combat sports?
Jeet Kune Do versus modern MMA.
Today, MMA champions train in multiple disciplines: Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, and boxing. Unlike the martial artists of Bruce Lee time, today fighters are conditioned to handle a variety of attacks from different angles.
This raises an important question: would Bruce Lee JKD be effective against today's well-rounded fighters? Some experts argue that Jeet Kune Do was the original MMA.
Think about it, Bruce Lee was mixing styles long before the UFC was even a concept. His belief in cross-training and fluidity aligns perfectly with modern combat sports. However, there are critics who claim that JKD lacks the depth of specialized martial arts.
For example, in a grappling-heavy match, would a JKD practitioner be able to hold their own against an elite BJJ black belt?
Real-world applications, street fighting, and self-defense.
Now let's talk about real-world combat. In a street fight where there are no weight classes, no referees, and no rules, would Jeet Kune Do still be the best martial art? The answer lies in JKD core principles: adaptability, speed, and efficiency.
A well-trained JKD fighter doesn't rely on flashy moves. They strike fast, neutralizing threats before the fight even begins. In self-defense situations where there's no time for extended ground battles, JKD philosophy of intercepting and countering could still prove superior to many traditional